Hey, you got Fox here. Today we got MUT Men episode 116, and I'm joined as always by Tex. How you doing?
Man, I am super tired.
It
Super tired.
definitely sounds that way. So you've had quite the week, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I had a pretty long and fun weekend, which started on Thursday.
Yeah. So let's go back. So everybody who doesn't know, he was at EA Play. Did you get into E3 too, or?
No, the E3 was going. They start E3 earlier this year because I was like E3 is usually 12, like right after EA Play, but I saw the Bethesda conference. I think the same day is like the last day of EA Play. I'm like, what is going on here? So they started early this year because if they started early, like I would have went because I kind of wanted to see what some of these games was cooking up. But we didn't do any of the E3 thing. We did everything in stayed in Hollywood the entire time.
Okay. Well, still fun though. So you sent me an interesting DM last night. Was it last night? Or I think it was last night. I had to check back.
Last night. Yeah, it was last
But
night.
is that what your text message is going to be about this week?
Yes, it's going to be about my friends who I was out there with blocking me from being great.
What kind of blocking?
The blocking that involves the C in front of it that ends in a K. Rhymes
Does
with
it have?
block.
Would it be another word for rooster?
Yes, definitely another word for rooster.
Rooster blocking.
Yeah, rooster blocked me.
Okay.
Or
How'd they do that?
We can go Bach. I can't do that. Is it Bach clocked? If I switch to B and C, is it Bach clocked?
Bach cocking?
That's
Clocking? There it is,
That's
Bach
kind of hard to
clocking.
say. It's kind of hard to say. So yeah. So last night we went to this Facebook party, which, by the way, amazing. If you guys can ever get a Facebook party, just show up. You can pretty much get in, and they always have open bar. It's like the greatest thing in the world. So we got into there last night. And
Wait. A party by the company Facebook.
Facebook gaming. So yeah. Facebook
So it wasn't.
hosting a party.
It wasn't like just like a Facebook invite you guys saw on Facebook, or like some random party.
It was, no, don't do that. If it's a Facebook sponsored party, you should
okay.
do that. So we saw a lot of guys there. Some like I think like 7 guys, 1 Oculus Rift. So Facebook was giving money out yesterday. It was crazy.
That's cool. Like I was just thinking like it was like some random teenagers party they put on Facebook. Hey, join my party. And, like Tex was just like searching in the area on Facebook, parties near Hollywood, and like this Facebook party came out. Ah, sweet. This is pretty cool. Let's get some liquor and get these kids mixed up with the hard stuff. All right, let's go on. Facebook gaming.
So yeah, Facebook gaming party. What's up?
Who's on Facebook gaming that you were with?
Nobody.
Oh, were they trying to seduce you to the Facebook side to stream there?
No, they're trying to like they're more trolling at this point because they want ridiculous numbers like on all platforms. Just like, come on, guys, just I'm good for it. Help me out. So no, I just went because like we knew they were having one. Shout out because Cullenberger's with them right now, and he gave me the update. I'm like, all right, so we got to find out where this party was, and so we found out where it was. Got an invite, and we showed up, and we got there 8:30. I had 10 drinks by 10. Bro, open bar is my best friend, bro. Open bar is my best friend. Like because drinks, I spent so much on drinks out there, and then I go to these events. I kind of want to live it up as well, so I can just recoup some of that money I lost.
I got you. You know, the best kind of beer is free beer.
Yeah, and so this place didn't have any beer. It was mostly like it was any liquor you wanted with any. Like you can do shots of tequila. You can do just a mixer. Like it was like they broke the bank out for this, like they always do.
Liquor, I hardly know her.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
So
yeah,
I'm feeling great. Everybody, the thing about it that made me mad was like I hate being the only drunk guy around sober people. Like I wish we all would have did that because then I felt bad because everybody's just kind of babysitting me. I don't even babysit. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need babysitting.
Wait. Who are you willing to tell who you're with and why weren't they getting drunk?
I was. If you've seen some of the pictures, y'all know who I was with. But I don't want to throw money at the bus right now until we get to the part where they kind of cost me potentially some fun times.
So they went out there to an open bar and weren't drinking.
Yep. The thing, they said we had to leave the next day, so they didn't want to get too crazy. But I'm like, okay, so
yeah, life's worth living, guys. Come on.
Yeah. So
you can fly hungover.
Yeah, you can do all that stuff, but I'm fine. Like I'm tired. I sound awful. I sound like I had a hard weekend, but no, I feel good. Like I'm not sick.
Beautiful to
I've been
me.
puked. None of that nonsense. I appreciate that. And so I'm walking around. Me and this chick see each other a couple times, and so she introduced herself to me. And I'm like, I'm me. And then so we start talking, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see you around. Cause I thought we would be there for a while. She tells me she's gonna be down near the Oculus Rift. I want to come by. So I'm like, okay. She told me where she was gonna be. I can come down there, continue the conversation, get the digits, and make some magic happen. Last night in Los Angeles, we got to make the best of the situation possibly can. And then so I go back upstairs to get another drink. Vic says, we're going outside. And so I thought we were going outside to like send a text message, but we went outside to leave.
What?
Yeah, because there's no service in the building. So if you wanted to send a text message or get in contact with somebody, to go outside and make a phone call or text.
Was it like a Faraday chamber? How's the building so locked down?
Underground. Look, my service in LA was bad. I had no service pretty much wherever I went.
Weird.
Yeah, all them tall buildings that just are brick and mortar, so like there's like no signals bouncing off anything. And the cell towers there are just kind of terrible. And so we ended up leaving. I'm like, I need to go get this chick's number, but I couldn't get back in, so I got blocked.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Vic is the
no, Vic. It wasn't Vic's
you.
fault. Vic was willing to go back in with me. It was the other 3 people that left. And one of the guys had to work the next day. And I'm like, if you had to work at 4 a.m, why don't you say something when we texted you?
Yeah.
Like, we could Ubered over here.
Couldn't they have Uber just Uber back on their own?
Well, one of them drove us, but I'm like, if I knew you had to work at 4:30 in the morning, we wouldn't have invited you.
Yeah, or you could Uber back then.
Yeah, I could Uber back. I'm good. I would have been back fine. It only cost like $30 to Uber back anyway, so like I would have been good, but nope.
So instead of embracing a female at the end of the night, Texas ended up embracing what, like a large Domino's pizza. That's how usually my nights end.
Buffalo Wild Wings chicken sandwich, and just
there it is.
Mad. It's just I was big salty, man. You have no idea. I was salty as fuck.
Those tears on the sandwich made it extra salty, huh?
No, my sodium level was so high after that. I'm like, you guys are not friends at this point. Like, yo, give me a warning. You're getting ready to leave. Don't just leave.
That's not bro code, dude.
So I can go get my affairs in order. You can't just leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really. So you went there with, was it 3 other sober people and you, huh?
Basically, I was tore up though. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot to drink.
That's cool. Well, maybe
what's up?
Maybe it ended up being. Think of it on the bright side. Maybe it was a dude.
That was
like.
I saw her when I first got there sober. It was a girl.
Oh, okay. Well, did you check for Adam's apple?
It was. I didn't do that. You're right. It might have been a dude. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was a dude, so I don't feel that bad about it. Shout out to my friends for dragging me out of there, even though I didn't want to leave.
They saved you from a bad decision. Love it.
Right?
Or maybe she was gonna harvest your organs. You never know.
So, it was LA, bro. I mean, people do some weird things trying to get money.
You do have a very
where she worked and what she
very supple level. What's that?
She did tell me where she works and what she does for a living. I don't think
just an elaborate cover
that situation, but she could have been lying.
Yeah,
he was lying. You know what? He was lying. You're right.
There it is. Yeah, it's just an elaborate cover to get your supple organs out of your body. So, all right, let me run on the agenda here quick. So we'll talk about basically all the Madden 19 news. Do we want to talk about 18 adult text? This was just
about the MUT Master collectible and how I want to fight people for it.
Sure. We'll talk about that first, then we'll get on to 19 stuff. We'll do the basically I want to do a rundown of your EA Play impressions, the gameplay, long shot, franchise mode, the trailer, and then other EA Play and E3 stuff to wrap it up. The shenanigans part of the podcast. We'll answer some questions in the comment section. Let us know if you guys have a question. Come to my YouTube channel this week if you're not watching it on YouTube. If you're watching on iTunes, and leave a question in the comment section, and we will look at it for next week's podcast. But all right, let's get right into it. Madden 18, MUT Master Token. What don't you like, Tex?
They didn't have a plan for this, did they? That's my biggest complaint. This was not the plan for them to use the MUT Master Token for a damn golden ticket that's NAT. That's the easiest thing they could have possibly done. I know we had Jake Stein on the podcast. I'm like, what are we doing with the MUT Master Token? He said, we're doing something cool with it. And I'm like, please do me loyalty tokens. I don't know if this was their whole ultimate idea. They just didn't want to bring something to the game this year that we'll see Madden next year. But the fact that we could put it into a set in June for a card that we only get a month's use out of pretty much is kind of heartbreaking for something that took forever to grind for.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I generally agree with you there. It is kind of weird they just kind of tacked it on at the end here. Now, like, obviously people, like, they heard my complaint last week about them not knowing what they're doing with the loyalty stuff first. And then they'll be like, well, what's the difference this week? Are you angry about this MUT Master token and whatnot? And here's the difference between the loyalty stuff and this MUT Master stuff. You can still do the MUT Master to get your NAT card. You can still do that to get your NAT golden ticket, whereas last week they time locked you. So that's why I'm not as offended as it was last week, but I'm right there with you. Like, EA, we can totally tell they're just making stuff up as they go here.
Yeah, and like, I don't mind that they do that, but I don't think anybody wanted this thing that we had to spend hours to get, that took literally that took over people's lives. People were paying people money to knock out the pass deflections and the tackles because it was so hard to get for a card that will only get what, two, like I said, a month and a half use out of. That's not what we wanted. Like, I would have been more happy at this point. I thought when we had Jake on the podcast, how long ago was that? Like 3 months ago?
That's about right.
Yeah, I don't want loyalty tokens back then. I would take loyalty tokens now going into Madden 19. Even though it's not, like, it's gonna be for like an elite card and some gold cards and silver cards. Like, I would take that now because I feel like that'll be a much better use of something that was, well, some people may say was the worst part about MUT Master this year, which was the whole grinding for a collectible that seemed impossible to get if you weren't actively trying to do it.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, because, like, loyalty tokens, it's the same thing, like, when they gave us loyalty tokens earlier and then we did them weekly, like, if it was for 19 stuff, those things are generally so useless, I didn't even really try for them. Yeah, so, like, I think of the two choices, I think I'd rather have the golden ticket, but, like, I already used all the golden tickets, and, I mean, for people who haven't, that's, I mean, awesome. You get to choose whoever you want. You're right. I mean, it's kind of a balancing act. Obviously, ideally, you'd have both, because in past, the MUT Masters would give you a thing for next year and this year, right?
It should, yeah. So I think we get like a Sean Taylor at Madden next year, probably 85 overall, something like that. Like they pretty much always do for just loyalty bonuses that you, for just playing the game and being a MUT Master, you get this card next year.
Yeah.
So probably just stuff like that. But I'm just over here just like,
I mean, how much cooler would it have been to get like a 99 Terrell Owens instead of a golden ticket?
That'd have been dope. Like, here's your loyalty. Yeah, that'd have been crazy. And that Terrell Owens, that would playmaker and whatever the hell other chemistry to give him. Because even though it's only a month still left in the game, it's a card none of us have used, and we can go ahead and be excited about Madden next year. But I just don't know what the plan was from the game with that MUT Master collectible. Like, what was it just in the game just to be in the game? Because it always is. But yeah, hopefully next year they get more of a guide. Because I love the old Madden 15, Madden 16, or even 17 way of putting the collectible into another set for another master.
The Ultimate Master.
Yeah, like that's what it should be from the get-go. Not just, we're going to hold on to this collectible for literally, if you got it in September, what is that, 9 months?
Yeah.
That's way too long for holding on to an item that paid out what it did. Now, obviously, if you guys haven't had a chance to get a golden ticket, it's dope. But, like, for those that are just, like, kind of done with this game, it's not really a good reward. But
does it feel like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on. I didn't want to cut you off.
I was going to say, people probably complain about it down in the comment section. Why are you being negative? I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that this was not thought out, and I'm mad that it wasn't.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, obviously, this is the easy way to do it because there's already content in the game. They don't have to do any more content for us. And I don't know. Do you think they hold people's hands too much in MUT now? Like, I've seen some comments about how easy it is to grind this year and get a good team. And do you think, like, the Ultimate Master specifically, like, they gave us Night Train Lane, and it was not that hard of a grind. Like, if you had to do MUT Master, then Ultimate Master, that would have been more of, like, a restrictant. But now it's like, it feels like they just, make the barrier to entry to a lot of cards very low this year. Is that an issue for MUT or not?
I don't even know if it's really an issue, more so, because, like, I like that everybody can be included in getting these things. I just wish there was more.
Sounds like communism to me.
Well, I get you on that, but I just wish that there could be, like, obviously the grinders who do it early get the better rewards, but I just wish that they...
Do they, though? It's the same rewards for everybody.
That's true, but, like we usually... I think MUT Master back in the past, if you finish first, you get to sell the card for the most amount of coins.
Yeah, but this year that's not that way.
Well, Night Train Lane, you had like a day or two where you can get them up for first, but that was pretty much like the only card that possibly had that type of incentive to finish like right away. But I like that everybody can play, but I kind of wish there's certain things that were just kind of held off for people who actually wanted to beat the game. Like I said,
Yeah.
just letting everybody do it. I wish with the MUT Masters, that's an actual all-day thing. Ultimate Master, Grandmaster, all that stuff should require collectibles that you get for knocking that stuff out. And everybody wants to get the collectible to get it done. No, F them. Like, they can do the same thing as well. I know it's expensive, and sometimes it costs a lot more coins or money people are willing to spend, but that's the point of the game. The mastery may cost money, but I mean,
it makes sense to me. Like if a game has over 12,000 masters on each console, is that really a mastery of the game?
Not really.
There's not even that many people in All Madden First String.
More people got that card than they got the that free grinding. Not really free, but they got that Lord Malloy last year for playing in that Blitz promo. Like, Deshaun Taylor was just like, you got him for just playing the game. And then the collectible is where the grinding came out of. Like, getting Deshaun Taylor was easy. It was just the collectible port process of it. So if EA wants to kind of incorporate what they did this year with Deshaun Taylor, they probably got to just go, like, next. Like, I think the Dick Lane should be more appropriate. I feel like a master should be a guy that's willing to, like, put time and money into his craft as opposed to just playing the game.
Yeah, and if it is just playing the game, make it like a hard achievement, like you have to get to All Madden first or something, or an actual achievement rather than just like there's no mastery in throwing 75,000 yards in practice mode over and over, like just throwing a Hail Mary to your best receiver in an arcade solo. Like that's not mastery of a game. That's showing me the developers don't really know how to devise a program that's fun to do and challenging, more just a time sink than anything else. And a time sink is not a good game or a good gameplay in my opinion. So hopefully next year they if they keep with the objective stuff, they actually make it smarter, make the objectives better than just okay, now here's 15 hours in a solo, go throw streaks until your eyes bleed. And it's actually something that makes you good at the game or well thought out, some sort of actual mastery of it. So yeah, because I do feel like, and even with these golden tickets, them giving it away for the Sean Taylor, like 12,000 of them, like, it no longer feels special now that everybody has a golden ticket Randy Moss, right? Or a golden ticket Floyd.
Yeah, everybody out here has the card that they want, which like I said, I'm happy that people can get out here and get a chance to play with these cards, especially for that grind. It's just that collectible should have been used like 5 months ago on something that was great at that time.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to go against golden ticket Randy Moss, a wide receiver, swerving us during weekend league this week, and everybody's going to have something like that. Or I don't know. It doesn't make the golden tickets exclusive or special, but is that an issue for MUT? Like, should golden tickets be special?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess certain ones should be, because those like Randy Moss would go for like 3 million coins for a reason, or 2 million coins for a reason. So I don't know if they should be as special, mostly because I don't want people to play with these cards. But that collectible should be more special than a golden ticket. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
that's my big argument. That collectible should be way more valuable than a golden ticket.
Yeah, and they're equal value. All right, so that's it. Our talk about 18 for the week. Let's move on to 19 and Texas' impression of EA Play. Now I want to walk me through day 1 through day 4. So Thursday to Monday. Give me the breakdown. Give me the lowdown. Everything you felt, sensed, because this is pretty late in the Madden cycle. I wanna hear the whole narrative.
All right, so EA Play started on Saturday. So Thursday we get there. I meet my Mac.
Boots on the ground.
Yep. Mike Mack's hanging out with Not the Expert. So we all Uber back to his hotel, drop our bags off, go get some food at this Mel's Diner. Once who showed up?
Wait. Mike Mack's hanging out with Not the Expert. Then who's he hanging out with if he's not hanging out with him?
It would have just been us two if he didn't meet him at the airport. But
okay.
Happy fate.
I was trying to make a joke about Not the Expert. All right, go on.
Got you. Okay. Who else did we meet? Who else came at that time? I think CK Birds ended up showing up. We got some dinner or lunch at the diner.
Did you have an onion on your belt, which was the style of the time?
Onion on my belt. I don't know what that means.
It's just a stupid Simpsons reference. All right, go on. Vic,
I'm still drunk from last night, so you gotta
this will be a fun story.
I'm not gonna really have the processing power to think of things right now. Cause my mind's working double overtime trying to think of the stuff I play with Madden. So, but so we all go get some food. CK shoots his shot at this waitress, misses, and then gives up, which is annoying. So that's the first like miss of the weekend, and then so we can't check into our Airbnb until like 5 because for some reason that's kind of how stupid ass things. And so we finally get there around 5, check in, and then we go out, and I think we meet up with who do we meet up with on Thursday? So you meet up with Toke and Cash. I think those two guys, ScoMo and CC and all those guys. And then so they tell us we're gonna go to a club. We'll text you the address. I'm like, they're not text us the address. Like, there's no way Cash wants to hang out with us. And so, lo and behold, they go out to the club and nobody sends a text, which was hilarious. So we got curved by some YouTubers, bro. Some big YouTubers.
So
it was all
first,
good, though. Huh?
First the waitress, then the YouTubers.
Yep.
Keep getting curved, and we know we know your vacation ends with a curve, so keep going, or a misconnection.
Yeah,
all right, keep going.
I got fucking IP glitch.
Glitch. I saw W tweeted out that the competitive guys could send their C- team and take out all the YouTubers in a fight. What do you think about that? Could the competitive guys beat the YouTubers up?
I mean, no. Is this a sanctioned fight?
Yeah, like he said, they could send their C- team and take out these.
If somebody wants to pull up on me, they gonna catch this Glock, bro. I'll tell you that. Y'all want to pull up on me, bro? I mean, I got the right to bear arms, bro. We gonna make this happen, man. I don't gotta fight. I'm too old to be fighting.
Hey, Tex, what about that one video of you flipping a guy and breaking his back? Remember that one?
That was when I vacation. I wasn't strapped at the time.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't protecting myself. No, I don't think any. I mean, the competitive players, no, they can't beat us. No, it's too many YouTubers. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, there's like 5 of them, and there's like 1,000 of us.
There are a lot of YouTubers out there.
And then you like protein and pre-workout. Like, I know that about you. So it means you're in the gym a lot, which means you're swole too. You can show up with a fox mask on, make some knocking dudes out.
Maybe I'll be like I'll just like swinging off like a branch and take one out or something. Like maybe I'll come in with like a trident and stab one or something.
Bro, Drini and Kev and all these guys weigh like 100 pounds, bro. You gotta just pick them up and slam them. You're good to go. No, I can't.
Here's W's actual tweet. Another confirmation: if the YouTube community and the competitive community had the Rumble, we would send the C+ team and destroy them.
Who did he meet? Cause I know Cookie's tiny. Is that what he's just looking off of Cookie? Cause Vic's tall, Mike Max tall. I got hands. CK got hands. Who all went there. Rep is tall. Like I know tall doesn't mean anything, but like these dudes are pretty big people.
Like W's a pretty big, good sized dude too.
Yeah, they can get knocked down like the rest of them. It was awkward though, because while we were there, like we saw W all over the place. I'm like, I hate this guy. But it was just like, I really know the fate of the world. Like I got to run into W at this place, run into W at this event. Like he's always there. Like, this is really annoying me.
Yes.
So I'm all over the place.
Well, here's sorry, I didn't see this one before. I saw this one. Most disappointing. This is an interesting tweet from him. Most disappointing confirmation I continually get at these events is competitive. Really not the angle to be successful with Madden. I don't know what he means by that. Like successful with Madden, like promotion wise. Or let's not get into YouTube and competitive stuff. Gotcha. Let's get back to your impression on EA Play.
Except for we'll wash all the motherfuckers, talk shit again, bro. Get dropped. Hell y'all talking about?
I love summer in the Madden community because that's when the most drama comes out because we're all bored as fuck and not doing anything.
Bro, we saw the motherfuckers in Orlando. Nobody said shit to nobody. The dude said, "Yo, we'll see you. We're gonna make something. We're gonna spark something up." They saw Vic didn't say shit. Dudes is afraid. So
wait,
I said it.
Cookie didn't get his face spit in?
No, nobody did nothing. Because they ain't about that life. Dog. CC, these motherfuckers get knocked out. CC got grown man strength. Toe got grown man strength. Scumbo's not that short, to be honest with you. He's like 5'8". Like he's not like terribly short. Like okay. Back to the story.
Isn't K is like 5'8" too. I saw that picture. Does he like Bengal's 6'2" and he was way over K.
Yeah. K's a little dude, but K be at the gym, bro. I mean, we need a K and Gut Fox workout regimen. Y'all need to link up.
I wonder what kind of workouts he does. Let me get. He should have a workout channel. I thought RBT had a workout channel. Oh yeah, RBT's buff dude too.
Yeah, the dude was wearing the skinniest jeans I've ever seen in my life, bro. Just showing off all his leg muscles.
Yeah, he's got that He's got that southern fire in him too. He's a southern good old boy. So I feel like RBT could definitely handle himself too.
Yeah, we'll all be good, bro. They don't really. I don't want. They don't want this smoke, man. They think they
And
want
plus,
this smoke.
plus, if we just bring half of like K's and Toke's subscribers, that's like a 1,000,000-man army, or maybe even the whole subscriber base would be a 1,000,000-man army.
Oh, we could just we're good. We'll wash those guys. We could do a battle royale style. We do fucking our top 5 versus y'all top 5. We'll see what happens.
That would be. I would definitely pay to see that. I would 100%.
So we
I would
do
100%. Like if you did by like weight class, like Kiv versus I think how much do you think Kiv weighs?
102 pounds.
102
I
pounds.
think his hair weighs more than his body does.
You're just firing shots all over the place. So would it be Kiv versus like who would else be?
I don't even know. Kid versus Bengal? I think Bengal knocks him out.
Bengal would have the reach advantage for sure. Because Bengal's fairly.
He's light as shit, bro. I picked him up. He was so uncomfortable with it.
Did Bengal finally get a kiss on the lips?
No, he didn't get a kiss on the lips. I did lift him up like he was a princess doing in a movie. That's what did happen though. It was
kind of like Elsa or something.
Yeah, no, or like he was Rapunzel or like he was like Cinderella, and I was like, I'm the knight in this. I'm the man that come to save your life.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, it was dope. It was fun. But yeah,
I think I've got fan fiction that starts that same way.
So on Thursday we go back to the crib, sleep. Then Friday, EA plays not till Saturday, obviously. So Friday night, what do we do Friday? I think we go. What did we do on Friday?
It must have been pretty good if you don't remember.
No, Saturday was the night that we all got kind of tore up. But Friday, I think we just kind of walked around. Friday we didn't really do anything. We kind of just explored the city, and then nothing else. Saturdays we went to the Rusty Mullet, which was this dope bar all the YouTubers were at. So we were all drinking, having fun, talking to each other. Kay was there, Anto was there, Dre was there. I probably should be saying that because like maybe they got girlfriends at home. They probably don't want them out there drinking, but they don't want to listen to this podcast. Who cares? We all hang out, talking to them. No snitching. And then so that's just that night I was babysitting for Vic and Rep because they were enjoying themselves at the club, and so I was like, we get it back home safely. You ended up getting a number that night, and then the next day was EA Play, and so basically we kind of went out there the first like 3 nights and just kind of chilled, and then went hard on Saturday night. But Saturday was the day of EA Play, and so we ended up going to Waffle House first to basically get some food. Not Waffle House. Wow. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles to get some food. And then we waited outside of EA Play until Vic and the other guys that we were hanging out with got in to get that, so they can get us in. And so that's how we all got in, because we all, well, thanks to Drew, not the expert, he hooked us all up. Like he got Vic in, who ended up getting everybody else in.
Wait, how is it? Because he's in with EA or something?
Yeah, he's not really a game changer, but he was out there because of the trip.
Oh, okay.
So like it's like because Bingo's out there too. He's not really a game changer either. It's just you go out there to these events because EA wants your opinion on things, and so they just fly you out. And so, but this year, because we broke the system last year because we all got in without actually having permission to be inside, they changed up the rules. So this year you couldn't get into the event to capture footage, or to just get inside and play Madden without a line being like next to you. Unless you had a lanyard. You had to have a lanyard and a black wristband. You could have a black wristband, but you and be a guest to somebody, but you couldn't go inside. So they changed up the entire the rule of it. And the EA Play event was sold differently this year as well. Like they used more of the land that were available, and there was no line. So it was much easier to get in this year, much easier to actually play the game of Madden, because everybody's over there trying to play Anthem. So Madden lines weren't that long, and so I got to play Madden. Saturday or Sunday and Monday. I didn't go Saturday because I was tired. But we went Sunday and Monday, so that's when I got to get most of my hands on Madden. I got to also interview Jake, which should be on your channel hopefully before this goes up.
Yeah, we just gotta get the video, and I gotta sync it up with the audio and stuff. But we'll take care of that maybe later. Hopefully later tonight. We'll link up for that. But anyways, hey, so what's your impression of the game? Like, just tell me, how does it look the graphics? How do the graphics look at first? Did you play on the PC version?
I did play on PC.
You did play on PC. How's the graphics there?
All right, so the PC
Wait,
graphics.
one question: is PC launching at the same time as the consoles?
I believe it is.
Okay, on EA Access too on the 2nd of August.
So. Yeah, I think so. And it's all so. It's gonna be MUT too on PC. It's not just gonna be regular like Madden gameplay. I thought it was gonna be regular Madden gameplay. No, they're gonna have MUT on PC too. So you guys that want to play on PC can and play at the best settings you can. PC is gonna be great for people who want to like make crazy cinematic stuff because PC is gonna be in 60 frames per second.
Well, I think the Xbox One X and the PS. Well, wait. I was told years ago that Madden runs at 60 frames per second.
I think it's at 30.
I'm pretty sure it's at 30. My testing showed it was at 30. And then there's one guy, because I was doing QB frame breakdowns for throwing motions, and this guy's like, "No, it's 60. You're an idiot. It's at 60, not 30." I'm like, I literally counted them. I was counting these QB frames, and then you got like, I forgot who he DM'd, like some EA developer, and they're like, "Yep, it runs at 60." And I'm like, okay, I guess it runs at 60 because this guy said it, but it looked like 30 when I tested it. What's up?
Yeah, does it run at 60 but play at 30? That how it works? Like.
I guess because my thing was set up for 60 frames per second, and I'd had to hit the button twice to move it forward one frame in the motion on the recording. Yeah. So it definitely was 30. But all right, so 60.
I don't think Jake Stein would say this game's at 60 frames per second if the console was as well. But the PC graphics, so none of the player likeness stuff was up there, so a lot of the players look blocky. But that's mostly because they haven't like actually added the player likeness stuff into the game. So, but it looks good. The PC, the quality of like the shadows, the sun like beaming down on the players looked amazing. Like it's gonna be graphically beautiful on PC. But
so on console, Xbox One X, like what about the new console? Shouldn't it look pretty good on those too?
I'm not too sure. PCs always have better capability than consoles do. I don't know if you remember this back in the day. Watch Dogs, somebody actually like cracked the code and played that game. They changed the coding up and got it to run how it was supposed to run when they first announced it. So back when Ubisoft made Watch Dogs, right? Was it Ubisoft?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ubisoft made Watch Dogs. They showed a trailer for it for the first time before it got delayed. It looked beautiful on PC, but they had to dumb down the settings so they can show for console. Obviously, if somebody cracked like the fucking settings on it or code, whatever, and they ran it at max quality and it looked amazing. That's kind of what PC allows you to do, whereas on console you kind of got to dumb things down, obviously. And so I think the X and the 4 are going to be great graphically wise, but it's not going to have anything on PC once people start figuring out what they how to change up certain things with it.
Yeah, I know, because I heard the FIFA community has quite a bit of issues and trouble so far cracking the Frostbite engine and modding that for PC. I know Battlefield's got the same thing, so it's weird that, like, there isn't like a modding dev kit like there is for like Skyrim and other games like that. So we're not going to see as many crazy mods as we would for say other games like that, but we'll still be able to see a lot of like the code behind the scenes going on much more than we have been. I mean, here like there's been a lot of like code released, quote unquote code released on the subreddit. I've never done a video on it because it's literally just it's like reading the title to a book and interpreting what's inside of it, and it's kind of shoddy work at best. So it's the same guy I did the because we found these stats, for the the leaks that we had earlier, with the route running short, medium, long. That was confirmed, so that those videos were correct. It's me and the same guy. He's been releasing that same stuff on the MUT subreddit, where it shows like strength matters, and it's like it might be in the code or in the descriptions that it matters, but it matters so little that it doesn't. Like, this has been a huge thing. Like, it was like, LOL, gut fox strength actually matters. And like, I know that it's in the code, it just doesn't mean anything for the performance of the players on the field. So it's the same thing with like awareness. Sure, awareness is in the code, but it doesn't mean it's going to make these guys perform that much different. Now, there's some things that they say it went to that I haven't tested, like if a quarterback can break a tackle. That's something I never tested, so maybe that's worth testing. But for like linemen and stuff, in the end, strength, still, you look at it very minimally. Like I've always said before, and I think, Texas, you can back me up with this, but like strength, if you got like a 100-point scale for run stuffing, I'd go like 90% of it block shed, 5% strength, 5% weight. Mm-hmm. Have I said that to you before?
Yeah, it's like it should be a shirt.
Yeah, it should. But so like strength matters so little in on the field performance of the cards. That's why I said you can essentially ignore it. Mm-hmm. But but let's just say nuance is not very important to the internet.
No, not on the internet. You gotta be. You gotta be like one way or the other, so that way you can get more people to like agree with you. I learned that like people rather have entertainment instead of being accurate. That's kind of how things work nowadays.
Yeah.
So the game on PC looks great. Like it looks really good. And then on console, it looks the same for the most part. Obviously, the helmets look a little different, and like a lot of the whole like. I guess it should be better graphically. I'm not too sure if they're playing on the X while we were out there, or if they're playing on the PS4 Pro. They're probably on the Pro. I don't know if they're on the X or not though. 'Cause I couldn't tell which system that they were using. But overall, the game it looks sharper. I guess I could say looks sharper.
That's good news about the graphics. How about the gameplay? How does it feel to you?
So I didn't play the first day, but again, everybody kept saying it was clunky. But I think that's mostly because they're playing MUT squads. MUT squads again somehow feels differently than the actual game.
LOL.
I don't know. Like MUT squads does not feel. I think because of all the latency stuff, because they have to actually connect you to 3 different people. So I think that kind of adds to how the game actually feels. But yeah, MUT squads plays differently again than regular competitive or simulation mode does. If you're playing against one other person on the same console, so that's really annoying still. But besides that, like it's slow. It's slower, I should say. So that way you can see a lot. We can do a lot more running stuff after the catch. It's what did Mike and Vic describe it as? I guess you're more in control now, mostly because cause of how slow the gameplay is gonna play initially. So like cause we're playing not on overall teams, the game kind of felt slow. So think about how it's gonna feel when you're playing with like 85 speed running backs and like 89 speed receivers, starting out with MUT.
Wow. And you were using 99 speed guys.
Yeah, we're using all 99 stuff for all Legends team, all the which by the way Kevin Green's back, so congratulations on that.
Kevin Green?
Yeah, he's
cool. I like him.
So it's more Legends, obviously. I didn't really pay attention to the list because somebody probably got a list leaked out there somewhere. But it plays a little bit slower, which I think is going to be a good thing.
Really?
Yeah, because the stuff that you can do now in the pocket with your quarterback or with your running back, like I feel like you have more an opportunity to kind of like have more control of your player. Everything's going too fast. You really can't like do whatever you want to. If it's more slow, you can have more control of what you're doing as a user on offense and on defense.
How were the users on defense?
Oh, well, this build we were playing was about 3 weeks old. So a lot of the users were fine, except for sometimes animations wouldn't trigger.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
Sometimes guys would like jump out of the way. Like, so this is a weird glitch we saw where you can click onto a safety, a cornerback, and then if a guy throws a streak up, like 1 in like 10 times the cornerback would like bug out and go like 15 yards back or in front of the receiver. And he would swat the ball, but wouldn't be near the ball, so the receiver just come down with a catch.
Oh,
that's kind of how it was. But that was the only thing I seen. But the users are great though. The animations you're getting are pretty cool. With Keekly or with because the playbooks weren't all the way completed, so we could put like free safeties in that linebacker just because.
Nice.
And so like you can feel the difference between like high agility guys. So Harrison Smith felt much more faster and more agile than Luke did. Same thing. Okay. You put a cornerback there, so you can feel the speed and feel the difference between these guys at that position. The strafing on defense is a little bit better, and I can say I don't know, pass rush is still kind of trash. I'll tell you that. Pass rush is still
that's what that's what I saw in the videos. Pass rush didn't really get home, but
other than that, like, I think that's stuff they'll adjust because I think talking to Clint about it, like I think they went one way, and then they got to go back and fix the other way because they're trying to find that balance between a nice like when it comes to pass rush and run stuff, trying to find a nice balance between that because. Right now, the run stuffing aspect is still how it is this year, where it's just instant block sheds instead of just like, with like keep on we're playing not an overall players, so it's just instant block shit no matter what. But overall, the whole thing of this game, I guess the biggest takeaway out there was they're trying to force you not to hold the turbo button as much this year off the gate. Because you can do more of your running back moves not holding it. Spin move, juke move, all that stuff. You don't want to hold that. You only want to hold that when you're like in the open field or to perform that one cut feature.
Yeah, and even then you don't want to hold it until you do that one cut.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can tap it though. You got to tap for the one cut. You don't hold it.
Yeah, like you run up to it, you cut, and then you tap it.
Oh, you tap the button and you press up. So that's kind of how I did it. Like you'll run to a hole, you'll find a hole, tap it, and hit it, and like flick up on the thumbstick and then go through that hole. Or just move your flick up, move your thumbstick that way. Tap it, then let go, then tap it again, or hold it again if you want to speed through the hole.
Huh.
Like, there's a big difference between that. It's like we're running Wildcat, running sweep plays, and so when we would do that, we would run the sweep play. We will hold the button, and you just couldn't cut up the field as fluid as you wanted to. But when you didn't hold it, and then you saw the hole, you hit the button, you got that little jumping speed boost animation, and it just got a little bit more yards on it. So it's gonna be tough this year. So if you guys are playing Madden right now, stop holding the turbo button. Just stop holding it altogether. Just practice going into next year.
Yeah, you should have stopped. You shouldn't be holding it right now because guys get better block sheds if you're holding right trigger behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so that's just a tip that you should just get used to in general. How was man coverage?
Man coverage, again, it's kind of like how it is this year. If you shade properly, it'll stop it. But I didn't really see any guys like sticking to dudes as much if you didn't shade properly. So I think man coverage is still pretty much the same. I think the biggest adjustment this year was just going to be zones. Didn't you say that they tuned man coverage down? Was that in the blog? Was the man coverage kind of like tuned down despite it not really being like super OP to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, I know man coverage right now is actually pretty decent in the meta because of the cards that we have, like the Deion Sanders and golden tickets and stuff. But yeah, Clint did say in I think it was a Game Informer article that they nerfed man a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we didn't really see much of that. We did see a lot of wide receiver ridiculous catch animations. So I guess if you like Madden 16, there's potential to get like a Moss type animations, Odell Beckham type animations back.
Well, does SWAT still work?
I think it does, but we were just kind of throwing streaks up the entire time and just seeing what would happen. Like we weren't like there clicking on hitting square to knock the ball out of the person's hand, but we did see a lot of those like weird animation where guys falling backwards, catches the ball with one hand, falls in the end zone. Like if you can get on with your receiver and like time it perfectly, you can probably catch whatever you want.
Really?
Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sorry, guys. We'll see how it affects it early on in MUT because these are high tier cards, right? So I think maybe we won't see this with like base cards in Madden Ultimate Team, but if it gets to be an issue, they might have to tune it because it doesn't happen often because like the interactions are a little bit more organic. Like I've seen a lot of animations that I'm like, oh, it's an animation, but look good. Like it looked really good. It didn't look like a trash scripted one. It looked pretty decent because of the physics and the way these players can interact with one another if there's a two-band interaction.
Well, it's different. I mean, that's the balancing. Like, it could look good, but how does it feel playing with those animations?
I didn't. It wasn't
does
really.
Does it feel like it's under? Does it feel like you're under control of that guy at all times, or does it kind of feel like the game just took over for me?
No, it feels like you have a little bit more control. Because like a lot of this, like as a defensive back, like you'll see like a lot of guys, like a receiver will be like trying to catch the ball with one hand, defensive back's right there, so he swats the ball out of his hand. So it felt like you had a little bit more control, but we still got to wait and see because this build we're playing right now apparently is a 3-week-old build.
Okay. Well,
so
I mean,
gotta wait and see what they do going forward with the game. Because a lot of stuff that we're playing right now, they fixed already, or they might have already changed.
Interesting. I mean, but they couldn't have changed that much, though.
No, they couldn't have, but a lot of stuff they said that was issues are no longer issues. Like there's a play with your quarterback where if you hike the ball, it's a draw play. Your quarterback just stands there with don't hand the ball. He just stands there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they said they changed. So we said
screw you guys. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Yeah, which is why we probably didn't see much gameplay. I think coming out from like game changers this week. I think most of the stuff that we'll probably see them post is going to be a build that's close to the actual model than the one that they showed out there, because there's a lot of bugs that were prevalent. But I will say the interception camera, I don't remember it bugging us as much as it did in this year's game. So it might
this year's. I feel like a few interception cameras ago, I had it timed perfectly, and ever since they've changed it a couple times on me, and I haven't been able to pick up the interception camera animation quite yet, like the timing on it, as well as I had it in previous cameras.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So, but a couple of interceptions that we caught, we didn't really get a chance to we didn't like run backwards. It felt like, but at the same time, we weren't out here playing. We were just doing practice mode, so we were just kind of just running a bunch of different plays and seeing a lot of the what you would call it
with the zones
for running play.
Yeah, were the zones good then in passing?
Zones are fine. They're not, like I said, they're not as OP. These are top tier cars. So I don't know what their ratings were. I know they had 99 speed, but I don't know what their ratings happen to be, like with the zone and stuff on some of these players. Yeah. So I'm trying to think some of the plays that we. I don't remember like throwing a pick that wasn't a user. I think everything I threw was a user. Just trying to like force balls into like certain tight zones. But the zones, you can beat them. Like they're gonna be really beatable early on. I don't know if throw power is gonna be more of a factor. How do these guys jump on the balls? We did talk about the whole 8 out of 10 chance. Like you could throw a one pack because I talked to Eric Rayweather about this. He said that the reason why they're doing it the way they're doing, because I know you don't like the fact that you could throw a route like 10 times and may get picked off that one time because of the quarterback being a psychic all of a sudden and playing it better. But they described it as even a bad cornerback catches a pick occasionally. So that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it this year. So that way they can kind of add that randomness back into the game.
Like, is that good though? Do you want like a trash guy just balling out?
It's not gonna happen as frequent. We gotta see what the numbers are. If it happens frequently, then I'll be kind of annoyed. But if it happens once every so often, like I mean, it'd be annoying to lose on something like that. Obviously, especially if you're not getting that guy on your team to do the same exact thing in those same amount of attempts. But I guess it's football though. So I guess that's if you want more of a sim style game, that's what you're gonna have to get. Something that's less ratings dependent, something that's more, I guess you could say, quote unquote, realistic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a change of philosophy for them. Obviously, with Rex leaving, I could see why it changed, and going more into the randomness, going more into the real life football type of move. It's not exactly competitive. Like, was previous play on or off? Could you see previous play when you're
previous play was on. Previous play was on.
It was? Did you play in competitive mode?
We played on competitive. We played on sim, and we played on.
So you played in competitive mode and the previous play was on?
I'm pretty sure the previous play was on.
Because I saw on Twitter, people said the previous play was off for competitive mode.
I'm pretty sure we had previous play. I'm trying to go back and think. Because we played competitive in squads. Squads is competitive. And I'm pretty sure I remember that. Yeah, it was on because they were running cover 2 the entire time. Like I said, I kept throwing post route. We made these guys rage quit playing squad. These motherfuckers couldn't beat 7-year-olds, and they finally got a lucky fumble, kicked the field goal to win, and so we blew them out. 21, they left at halftime. So the previous play was on. All I had to do was running cover 2. I'm running this post route real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right, never mind then, because I thought I saw it somewhere it said the previous play was off, somebody said, but maybe not. Okay, so, with that, with them moving away from the competitive world of Madden more into the NFL world, now I don't really have an issue with that. Like, so when you add more randomness into the game, it causes more rage moments, and everybody loves Rage Fox. I don't, but like, if I'm running like a clear out route to beat cover 3, and they didn't work in 18 because psychic DBs. Now I know they've changed that. Like, if a DB is looking away from the ball, they won't react to it. That is something they said is in the game, so that's good. But like, if I have a play set up, do I want the players to play differently each time? Do I want that? I'm legit asking myself. Do I want...
Well, it's going to be more so they'll play differently one time out of maybe like 10, depending what their zone happens to be. So I guess the higher the zone be, so if a guy has 99 zone, obviously it'll be the same result.
Yep. Yeah, I know that.
90 zone, it'll be like maybe a 10% chance he plays like 99, and then it'll go down and down. So I don't know where the happy medium is going to be and how consistent it's going to be. That's the question you have to ask. Like, if it's consistent enough to where you can just use that terrible player and get away with it, why upgrade? You know?
Yeah. But obviously, if it's more consistent, that's why it's better. But, I mean, this is just going to make more people think that there's an equalizer in the game, right? If certain low-end budget cards just ball out one play out of the game and get a pick randomly, it'll equalize the squads. I don't know if that's an issue in my mind. Like, I'm fine with NFL players playing like NFL players, but it's such a dramatic turn for the franchise that it's no longer the franchise no longer is on that we're going competitive, we're making this a competitive esport route. It's definitely shifted since Rex left. And do I think that's positive or negative? I don't think either way. Like, I guess I'll have to play it and see how much these gold cornerbacks are balling out and being psychic and picking off my balls. And even though I've practiced this play over and over in practice mode, and I scheme this guy open, this guy just randomly picks it off. that will probably be frustrating. But that is the NFL. And am I going to get angry? Yes. But then I'll be like, everybody in chat will be like, oh, good read, you fucking asshole. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess. Ouch. Wow, that's really aggressive. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you okay with adding more randomness back into Madden like that? With guys randomly reacting differently?
Like with players like that, I guess I'm cool with it because not gonna. I don't. I hate feeling helpless. Obviously, and I'm gonna rage about this whenever I lose to a 90 speed, like 75 zone cornerback. But I guess it's gonna be adding more fun because you never know when this guy's gonna be that guy. And it can happen for you as well, so it's going to be kind of randomness on both sides, especially early on. Like, obviously, when we get towards the end of the year, you're not going to worry about that. But, like, early on, it'd be kind of nice to see, I guess, players on your team or his team just occasionally become great.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still super skeptical about that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be mad. Like, it's going to be like, he's not supposed to be there. That's what's going to happen. But yeah. I guess hopefully if the tail is big enough to where we see him guarded, maybe we won't throw it. Maybe I just don't want to be able to, like, if you throw the ball and he ignores the fact he's not looking at the ball and then just jumps it. Like, maybe he'll like play it that route perfectly just that one time, and we can actually see him like over the guy, and then go somewhere else with a read. That might be the best move.
What's that one Twitter account of that guy that freaks out at Madden, getting unlucky at Madden? It's like Merksta?
I have no idea.
I could see a video about him talk about psychic DBs again this year. But anyways, all right. So gameplay, do you think it's an upgrade from 18 or not?
I think it's an upgrade from 18. Mostly because there's no the thresholds are going to be out of the game. And then last year.
Well, I mean, we'll still for everybody that's confused about this. There's two different type of thresholds. There's animation thresholds, which we've had forever, and there's thresholds like throw accuracy and zone coverage, and one other one I can't remember off the top of my head. That we just got last year to make the game more competitive and deterministic. So the competitive thresholds are out of the game, but the old animation thresholds, we'll have to find the route running threshold. Those will always be in the game.
Well, I don't know if we'll get route running thresholds since there's 3 different ones.
Well, I mean, still, like, short routes will have a certain threshold, medium routes will have a certain threshold, and deep route. Unless they randomize those again. Like, you've got a better chance at running a sharp route. I don't know if I like that at all. so much of my passing game relies on timing that if a guy runs a different route, I don't know if I like that. Like, if his route's slower, if he runs a slower out route randomly, I might be a little salty about that one. I
got you. Probably should ask Clip that question. I didn't even think about that till now. Like, maybe we should ask. We had him there for like 30 minutes just asking him stuff about gameplay stuff. It wasn't me though. It was mostly Rep, because Rep was the guy that I don't know if he took notes or was interviewing him or not, but he was talking to him about it, and we started talking to him about like a couple of things where we had to go because they were closing up shop. But I do want to know because like I think the incremental whole thing should be a little better. But if they do go the whole like the receiver has a better chance of occasionally running a better route, like which would screw your timing up. So if he runs that C route extra crispy when you see him running it broken it, like you throw a pick because he runs the route crispy, you're gonna be really mad about that. You know, he did his job that one time. I guess better than he did before.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's especially for C routes next year, it'll be funny because one break on the C route's gonna be short route running. And then like the second break on the C route's going to be like medium or long route running. It'll be funny seeing what C routes do next year and how to maximize their effectiveness. Maybe just the highest route running. Get yourself a Julio and Antonio Brown and don't worry about it, because they got great route running for all of them. So did Clint provide any more knowledge on gameplay that maybe wasn't out there?
I don't think so. I'm trying to. I wasn't asking like all these questions.
Were you listening though?
No, it was loud there, bro. It's loud. The DJs there were terrible. Like, I don't get why they. I know why they're doing it to entertain the fans, but nobody wants to hear bad music on a hot day. They just play something soft and just keep it pushing.
That's just adding insult to injury.
Yeah, it's just annoying, man. Like, it's just loud. So like, we're trying to like listen, and it's just. You hear some DJ just scratch. There's like some terrible DJ scratching. Like, this is awful. And so, But I'll ask Rep what he had, what Clint told him that was like revelatory. But I don't think he told him anything that was revelatory. Unlike Jake, he told us something that's revelatory that you may or may not like.
What did Jake say?
It's about MUT. You want to get into that right now? You
Yeah.
Any more questions about gameplay?
Nah, I'm good. What's about?
You don't want to ask me about? You don't want to ask me about low passes? You don't want to ask me about pass leading? You want to ask me about none of that?
Yeah, I do. But this Jake thing sounds more interesting right now.
Okay. All right, you ready for this world premiere? You know, this is probably gonna be up on your channel tomorrow before we get into this. So Gut Fox's reaction here is gonna be genuine. So we talked about your question for power ups. You told me to ask him. Just go to your Twitter, go to your DMs. By the way, everybody finds it weird that you don't show your face. Everybody keeps saying, you know what Gut Fox looks like? I'm like, no. Should have just said yeah, just to be a troll. I was like, I don't know what he looks like. I know he likes coffee beans and pre-workout and protein.
You can essentially assemble my face from those three attributes.
Yeah. So I asked him about the power-ups, right?
Okay.
Right. He said, what are you gonna do with limited time cards and master cards?
Did Jake tell me to go fuck myself?
He said the reason why they doubled down is because people liked them. So you're right about people engaging in it, and so that's why they brought it back. Except for the fact that people engaged in season stars and chapter stars, and we didn't get those back. So you're like half right.
Huh? Wait. So, can you start over? I made a joke about Gut Fox, fucking. But can you go from start that from the top again? Yeah.
Dog, I am so not paying attention to anything right now. I'm in my own world.
It's like most people on this podcast. They just listen to you anyways. So I'm just here to provide a break between you talking.
This is the most I ever talked. All right. Which is funny because my voice is terrible today. All right. So I asked Jake why did he decide to double down on power ups, and then the audio here he said people were engaging in them, so they saw that they wanted to make them better this year. You asked what are they going to do with the limited time cards and master cards for power ups. You know what the answer he gave me?
What's that?
All right. You can either collect the limited time card or the master card to the power up set, or you can use team training points to boost your card up without having to collect that card.
Gotcha. So it's solved with extra team training to get up to that master card. Now is it gonna be a +1 on top of the master card?
I believe it will be. I believe it'll be so if you got 95 kilo Mac and you power him to a 96, you can either put the kilo Mac into the set or you can use team training points to get your card to a 96.
You know what's crazy is like if you power down, don't you lose your team training?
You get a portion of it back. I don't know how much they get back yet. They didn't really discuss that because they didn't really. So
it's not finalized.
No.
Well, I mean that's a fine, I don't know, compromise to use the team training instead of the limited card. But wow, whatever. I'm not gonna engage with them next year, anyways. Like I'm not gonna get all up in arms about power ups when I'm not gonna even do them.
Well, the
like
cool thing about
maybe I'm talking too early. Maybe I will be super into them next year. But just the way that they've the NAT stuff and how much you sink value into them, I doubt I'll be doing a whole lot of them. Even though this is the only way. Did you ask him about the only way of getting chemistry?
No, okay. I talked about that as well. He did mention that every card comes stocked with balanced offense, balanced defense.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if you don't want to have to be, you're not locked out of chemistry. You're not going to want to use those chemistries, obviously. But every card comes out with balanced offense, balanced defense.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I wonder if those boost.
Probably so. And we talked about boosts as well. We said we based you some +5 stats, but it has to. We got to see how this. Like I guess the ratings got. He talked. It's in the audio. I don't want to re-word what he said. So you just gotta listen to it.
Okay.
Which, if Gut Fox wanted to, you could just play it in the middle of this, like right now.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that shit. Check out my channel. I'll post the video whenever I get it. I'll try and get it out maybe a day before this podcast. So listen to that, then listen to us talk.
Yeah. I texted Vic, so whenever Vic sends me the file, I'll send it over to you right away.
Not a big deal. So it'll get up when it gets up. So Jake said they're bringing back power ups because people engaged with it. Didn't I say something like this? Didn't I say they take our metrics? They watch what we're doing. They when you're sleeping, Jake is watching. when
That
you're
is
powering
true.
up cards.
That
Texas,
is
I
true.
blame you for taking your army, just army of followers, and telling them to power everything up and showing them, yes, it's cool to make bad decisions. Texas is literally the cigarette companies of Madden. How does it feel to be the cancer of the community?
First of all, cigarette doesn't cause cancer. It's not been factually proven it causes cancer. It's the
You
stuff.
are big tobacco.
There's no proof, bro. No
I
proof. But no,
Texas next year Texas is gonna be like, no, power ups are cool. They're toasted. It's gonna be a whole different marketing plan next year for you. Once the Surgeon General cracks down on your shenanigans, Tex, you'll have to change your whole tune.
I'll be out here like power ups are bad. I ain't doing any of these this next year. I'm gonna run balanced offense all year long.
Yeah, you're gonna be, there's no way you're switching to just balanced off. There's no way you're going gut fox on it.
You're not going balanced offense next year?
I'm totally doing it. Okay. I'm not gonna say. I hate to say like definites, but I'm so uninterested in power ups.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah. Are you excited after hearing all this? Are you excited about power ups next year?
Yeah. I want to see how expensive it's gonna be though.
True. I guess if it's super cheap, I might get into it. You're right. If it doesn't cost a lot of coins, then maybe I'll go for it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't shoot the horse before I see it.
Yeah, because like if I can power up a limited time without having to buy a limited time, and it's like I can quick sell, let's say 40 cards or for 1,000 coins a pop to get him up to that top tier. So like, because I don't know what the team. I think it's like we'll just say it's 50. Silver is like 50 points. A gold's 100, and an elite's we'll just say 500 to quick sell. Obviously, I can quick sell an elite for team training points, but the limit time card's like 300,000 coins, and I can do it for 150. That's a great deal, which is gonna make the market like great because you can just post card. People are gonna be buying just to quick sell.
Yeah,
Which
I mean
means
that's the
in
biggest
market.
that's the biggest benefit. Is really the low end and the value that you get for your packs now with the training. So. I think early on, just like it was in MLB, just like it'll be for Madden and was in the past few years, it's always worth it early on in the year. You can essentially rip packs over and over and over, and you can keep making your money back on those packs. It's something that's like just because of the lack of cards in the market at that point, because then you get guys as the year goes on like Ryan or Second Fifth. I know who's a friend of mine, maybe not well known to the community, but they literally just rip packs over and over and over again, eventually decreasing the value of each individual pack or card in the pack just because it's a fun thing to open packs, and eventually it just catches up with the community, and it is what it is. That's economics. People will rip packs until they're not worth it anymore.
Yep. And if people are engaging in power ups, then people will rip packs and. The people quick sell the cards out of those packs, which means the market's not going to be like super crazy.
Yeah, and there'll be more value for packs. Good for pack buyers.
Hope so. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. He also mentioned that not every player is going to have a power up. Obviously,
really?
So you'll just be able to power up their chemistries and their abilities, but you're not going to be able to like power up them to a higher overall.
Oh, okay. So like you use them just basically as backups for chemistry reasons.
Basically, yeah. And
Okay.
So I don't know the max is right now, but I doubt we're gonna be needing 25 chem slots early on. I think you just go ahead and go with the one you find the best for your team at that time. But then when they do dual chem or they add when they blow it out, then that's when it'll be worth it. I would like to see +5s right out the gate, but I don't know if we'll see +5s. Probably not on. If you even see +5, it might not be until like May. Hopefully it's sooner than that though.
Yeah, because it matters more early in the year than it does late in the year,
Yeah,
right?
it matters way earlier more than at the end.
Yeah. So I always thought, like, I think I talked about this on stream the other night. It'd be cool if, like, the team training chem, if you get 50 players of the same team on your roster, if you do, like, a full team, then that'd be, like, +5s to everything, including speed, agility. So your superstars would be, like, legit superstars. But like then you'd have a lot of holes on your roster. So like you'd be running with like a silver left guard and right tackle, and you'd have a lot of holes. But like you'd have absolutely studs at certain spots. So it'd be more like rewarding to do a theme team at that point.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. So, hopefully, team cap. We didn't really get into chemistry and what they're going to like increase or not, but it'd be kind of fun to see if they do have something along the lines like that to make theme teams kind of more practical, as opposed because they were practical back in Madden 17, just not 18.
Yeah,
With
17.
training, with like Packers offense and Dallas
Steelers.
offense.
Steelers was pretty
Yeah,
good too.
Steelers. Yeah, it was practical back then, but then this year they're all useless.
Terrible. Yeah. All right, so long shot, and I guess we got to talk about your pass leading and low passes. What's up with those?
Pass leading is awful still.
Are dudes just missing the ball?
They're just missing, man. Like they're just missing.
I did see that in gameplay. Yeah.
But they said that and I guess if you overthrow somebody, you may not always get interaction. So like the high pass, if you throw a high pass and the guy's not doesn't jump, or a guy may not jump to get the ball, which means the ball's not catchable. So like you're not always gonna get animation, which I think is a good thing.
I think that's if you hit the rack button, right? If you hit the wrong button, your guy won't jump.
Well, I hit triangle. I did a high pass and I held, not sure why, whichever one I was playing on. I don't think I got the ball over my guy's head. Happened in MUT squads a lot too, dude, to be wide open. But like you high pass it to them and the ball just goes out of the end zone.
Oh.
And the guy doesn't jump, doesn't make an attempt to jump, which is, I guess, because the ball's so catchable. So it's going to take a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of growing pains early on in this game. But once you figure it out, especially with low tier cards, but I think once we start getting better cards, you're going to start seeing them play differently.
So is low passes still glitchy?
I tried that. I didn't really see a low pass. Maybe I suck at it. I did left bumper, I did down, and I hit the button, but I don't remember the ball going low.
Huh.
So I probably just suck at it. So you might need to get somebody else to test that out. I tried it a couple times. I just
Didn't work?
I don't think I got it to work.
Weird.
I don't low pass that well because I want a low pass, but it's so tough to think about the buttons to press. High pass is easy. And it was just going down on it, but I'm like, that's tough. It's just one extra, just doing the opposite motion I'm usually doing.
Well, I guess we'll see. Like, because you were using 99 quarterbacks, so I feel like they should be able to execute it.
It should be, especially with not missing, but pass leading is still kind of an issue.
Yeah.
I feel like Rodgers should be out here missing all their passes, but again, accuracy is more consistent, I guess, than like as opposed to always being the same result, which I kind of like. I don't want to see a 9 overall accuracy quarterback just like making, like I want to see some misses occasionally. I don't want the same result every single time.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, we'll see how they balance it going forward because you're right. I mean, like with MUT early on, like I think this was a complaint last year too because of how much they lowered the quarterback accuracy on even like the Bradys and Rodgers. So they'd still miss passes. So like these guys weren't exactly performing like Brady and Rodgers and MUT. But is that an issue? Like with early cards?
Like in MUT, I guess it isn't, but it's still kind of annoying when you spend that much money on a card and he's not as good as his real life self.
Yeah.
Like it's something about like spending $300K on Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, and he's missing throws he typically makes in MUT. Like it's like, why even pick this card up? But I think it's because the thresholds kind of ruined it last year because he should have been more accurate than a lot of other quarterbacks were, but because he didn't have 91 throw short or whatever the hell it was at that time, you just missed throws that he would normally make. So, but hopefully we see more incremental stuff as opposed to a better chance to complete this pass until he gets 99.
I agree. So the accuracy is not at 91, so it's at 99 instead of 91. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how terrible those quarterbacks are early with the lack of accuracy and the lack of pass leading being accurate at all. So all right, let's move on to long shot then. So the cruise missiles returning. I did a video on my thoughts. It was always weird. Like the lead producer, Michael Young, he obviously did a good job on long shot that they promoted him to Rex's spot when they let go of Rex or Rex quit or whatever it was. So the thing about long shot, I always thought was like I wanted to hate it, but I ended up playing it and actually I was like this is a fine experience. But like so they executed it well, but it's like the idea like we saw it done in other games, and Madden always seems to just be copying other games, their mechanics. It kind of sucks. We always feel like we're the last end of the human centipede for EA stuff. Like FIFA's in front, and then we just get shit in our mouth, and then we get recycled through our bodies. Same thing with like solo battles and stuff. Anyways, so with long shot coming, and it's weird that Michael Young said like Colt Cruz could never perform without Devin Wade there for him. All right, if he remembers the story last year, Colt Cruz was all Big 12 as a senior. Devin Wade quit his freshman year. What's up with that? Tex tell me why they think Colt Cruz can't perform without Devin Wade throwing him the ball. Why is Colt Cruz the washed-up one looking for a job where Devin Wade is in training camp with the Cowboys really trying to prove himself? Tex, answer me that.
I don't have any idea. I could. So with the whole long shot thing, I don't care about that whole game. It's something that I just. My whole thing is, if I want to play a game like that, obviously there's no sports game that exists, but there's better games out there that are based off of that kind of theme.
Yeah.
And so I guess if I had to have an
out,
opinion on it, I guess he forgot, or maybe he just didn't play it.
Like he spent like 4 years of his life on it, developing it,
Clint?
and then its success, or however it turned out, it ended up boosting him into Rex's job.
That's true, but I don't think that they probably, I don't know, man. I honestly don't have any idea.
All right, well, fuck it. We could just move on. I mean, it's a long shot. It's a long shot. Hopefully,
are you interested in it this year? Are you gonna get back on it and play it? You gonna stream it?
Here's the issue with long shot. Like, so I played it last year in order to get footage and to get a video out for my channel because I thought to do bonkers numbers, and I put the video out. Absolutely shit number, like worse than a regular video for me. I was so disappointed in my long shot video, and then I see like other channels that aren't even Madden channels that were smaller than me get like 1 million views on the long shot content. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I think Anto RBT, they're not smaller than me, they're huge. They like multiple millions of views on their long shot stuff, and I got my stuff out I think about the same time RBT did, and obviously he's, I don't know, 10 times bigger than me. So. And then like other channels, and mine did so shitty. I just don't know why my videos on the same content do so shitty compared to other channels' videos on the same content too. It's the same thing with like coverage beaters. I don't know what the hell's up with YouTube. I'm not gonna get into a huge YouTube rant here, but I think I'm gonna skip long shot at first this year and not devote the time to it because I got other videos to do right off the bat that are more up my alley, and hopefully my audience appreciates it. Like they're not maybe not into the whole long shot video from me or anything like that. So fuck long shot at least for like the first month.
All right.
What about you, Tex?
With you. I'm gonna have to play it because of MUT reasons. Because I'm probably gonna give you a Devin Wade to start out the year with, which would be a free quarterback. But yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because I spent so much time those first couple of days doing long shot. What is it like? Was it 5 hours or so?
Yeah, it's a 5 hour. It was like a 5 hour little story.
Yeah, 5 hours of production time.
True. I'm glad it's coming out early this year though, because I guess now you have more incentive to play. Because if that came out like mid-September or towards like what Madden normally does, there's a lot of good games coming out this next couple of months, bro.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy this fall. We'll talk about that at the end. We'll talk about EA playing E3 stuff. All right, franchise mode. Now, Texas, you saw my video on franchise mode, right?
Yep.
So they had a blog on it. Basically, I said they did more this year for franchise than they did the last 2 years, but it's still not enough. Like, Texas, what would it take for MUT to do to get you to play franchise mode? Or, sorry, Madden to do to get you to play franchise mode?
Well, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'm going to get into it next year. If I wasn't doing YouTube to get me to play it, I want more franchises with, like, my friend. Like, so I want if we do, like, a player-based franchise, he could be the quarterback, I could be the running back, kind of like how they got MUT squads, stuff like that.
That'd be interesting.
Or you could be on the same team. Okay. I would love to see something like that. Or you could be one on offense, one on defense. That'd be kind of dope. I guess, and more, 2K stuff that 2K allows you to do. There's more access to everything that these NFL owners and coaches have access to when it comes to hiring. Like, after having Mr. Hurricane on top about, you can't even hire, like, retired players as coaches. Like, you can pretty much, it's like bare minimum stuff that you're not even allowed to do, which should just be in the game naturally. And so I would think stuff like that would get me back into it. But mostly I'm playing with my friends because, like, when Fallout, we're not done right now, but when Fallout 76 and 9, I can play with my friends, I was super excited. So let me play a game with my friends that's not really competing against them, playing with them.
Don't you know MUT has squad solos now? Aren't you super excited?
No.
Yeah. So like a franchise mode. So you're gonna do a franchise mode for YouTube though?
I did one 2 years ago. I couldn't do it this year, but I may go back and do it again this year on PS4.
Okay. So is it gonna be like a subscriber franchise league or just like a story mode franchise type of thing?
I don't know. Subscriber franchises are kind of hard to run, mostly because like people, you got to play those games, schedule them. If I do join a franchise, it'll probably be what I did 2 years ago, where I just have somebody else do all the work and I'll just stream the games for them.
Like what does that mean? Do all the work?
Like they'll set it all up, run the entire league, not just have to just play.
Oh, nice.
Much easier, you know.
Yeah.
Much easier. So that's something I think that might be much easier to do, but I don't know. Franchises just kind of they're fun. Is like initially, it's just once people find the cheese, it just gets annoying. And playing people online, they're just gonna be running abusive plays. It's just not fun after a while.
Yeah, I understand. In franchise in those leagues, you can get more of a restriction on it for the online leagues for more sim community type stuff. And the thing is, like with YouTube, it does seem like a lot of YouTubers rise up now based off franchise mode. Like Not the Expert was probably the biggest riser in the YouTube scene this past year, all off franchise mode. And it's a similar thing with how K rose, and I think Mike Mack got a lot of views on these what if videos. And I think there's a few others. I'm not gonna name them all, but I think franchise mode does really well on YouTube because there's so many MUT guys.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because I think people like that whole aspect more than MUT because there's no pay-in to get in, and the storylines that are involved are really creative.
Like, so all you have to do is you have to do like stuff based on the Browns. I think for the last 2 years, Browns content.
Yeah, you're gonna see like 7 videos of Browns starting out the year, Madden, rebuilding the Browns. And the Browns are already built, basically.
Yeah, it's just because they pop for some reason on YouTube. It's always the Browns. Last 2 years, that's so weird. Why?
Yeah,
What's up with the Browns fans,
next, bro? The Niners are next.
Browns fans, check in. What's your deal?
Browns fans, because it's fantasy, bro. They're like, oh, my team sucks. We go watch somebody build them together. But I just know, like, when I was growing up, like, I know MUT didn't exist, but I didn't play now. I played franchise. Because it's kind of fun building a super team. So I think people just like that whole aspect. And MUT is that super team, but MUT is not that super team right out the gate. MUT turns into that, like, after the Super Bowl.
That's a really good point. I mean, that's exactly what I did.
We still haven't got 99 overall. Like, you still can't get that right now.
Yeah, with the lack of punter 99 overall.
Yeah, like, what are we doing here? Intentionally, like, holding back at 99 overall? For what?
They don't listen or didn't intend any of that. That shit's all accidental.
You think so?
They're not purposely doing anything. Like, they don't care. They're done with 18.
You're right.
Yeah. They're done with this shit. They're like, oh, people can't get the 99 yet? How do we make that mistake? Well, let's put out yeah. They didn't even know about that. That's at least my theory. They just don't care. So, what did you think of the trailer for 19, Tex?
So my first glance at it, really wonky. Like some of the animations that we're getting, like the high stepping, the Baker Mayfield breaking the sack. I don't know how he spun in the pocket. You can't even do that. How did he spin in the pocket?
I don't know. Next year's, you tell me. You just played with it, Tex. You get the new animations.
But none of the quarterbacks we had could break sacks. We had Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson.
Oh.
And so,
no Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson could do it.
Yeah, but like Russell Wilson, you just scramble. You wouldn't you don't just sit back in the pocket and take a sack. Like when Rodgers got touched, he would go down. When Brady got touched, he would go down. With Russell Wilson, somebody comes in, you just run away. So yeah, you weren't out here like trying to get sacked on purpose. So we weren't really actually testing that out. But I guess bigger quarterbacks and stuff, dude. I don't know. I think that's obviously that's arcade. That's the reason why he broke that sack because all that shit was done on arcade. Which is why you saw a lot of the fumbles and like the huge hits that were going on. But it looked kind of weird to me. Like you saw the Saquon Barkley, you saw a lot of the him juking that guy out. So you're seeing a lot of the not really control on the defense side of the ball again when it comes to that. But it looked good visually. It's just some things I had issues with. Like I remember last year I brought that up with the Dez Bryant trip. Remember Dez Bryant dove for a pass and then got hit as he was diving for it and stood back up and then got tackled. Well, that's not a good animation to be in the game. My man dove for a pass, then got hit while he was diving for the pass and fucking stood back up like the Undertaker. I'm like, that's a weird animation. It's not gonna be in a real game. That's just, and it was in a real game. So if I see a lot of this stuff, I'd be kind of annoyed. Especially like if in real life, if you're a defensive lineman and you reach for somebody, you lose your leverage. So how can the offensive lineman doesn't pancake that guy?
That's a good point. You're right. If you reach for somebody, you're basically giving up your chest, and you should be pancaked. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the trailer, there's a few, like, animation issues, like the Saquon high-stepping and stuff, and people pointed it out, and I don't know. I thought it was a very average trailer in my mind. I didn't get too angry at much of it, but I could see a lot of the faults that people pointed out, and I'm like, I guess we'll see. Trailers, they don't really exactly get me hyped, but it's just nice to see it in action, even though it's like CGI and not necessarily like on the field gameplay. It's more of that stuff that kind of excites me. The on the field stuff that we saw from like Lights and Zan that came out later that day. So the actual details of the mode. But anyways, all right, moving on. Let's get to what are the games you're excited for from EA. I'll bring up the comments from last week. We'll read through them. And what else did you see at EA Play that you're excited for? Anthem?
No, I didn't really. So at EA Play, I played live, and live visually looks really good. Gameplay wise, it's still far from being done. Like
really,
from being like, dog. I played Vic, and he just ran to the paint with Ben Simmons, had like 75 points, and Ben Simmons is not good. Like,
isn't he supposed to be like a young stud?
He's a stud, but like he's not 75 points. I run to the paint and dunk every time. Good. But that's how that game was. Like, you just do that. And then on top of that, he was shooting threes, and Ben Simmons took like 12 threes last year, missed all of them. So, yeah, they're got a long way to get done. The blocking mechanics are still crazy. I blocked a lot of shots that I probably had no business blocking. But it looks great. Like, everybody looks like their true selves. The gameplay is just not good. I didn't get to play Anthem because I didn't care. Like, I'm not really, like, here for... I guess you could say EA games. I was more excited about this, like the stuff that E3 announced, as opposed to Anthem and Sims. Sims is always there for some reason. I think EA just brings Sims out because there's a lot of pretty women that play Sims, and I think a lot of dudes just want to shoot their shot.
Wait, say that again?
I think EA brings out Sims to these EA Play events because there's a lot of pretty women that play the game, and then a lot of people just want to bring them out so they can shoot their shot.
Oh, so it's about the sex appeal, huh?
Yeah, bro. There's just so many beautiful women that play Sims that were there.
Were they EA employees or EA people that they brought in, or actual, like, from the audience?
No, they're people. They post on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So, like, YouTube Sims YouTubers.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So is the Sims community, like, is female like the Madden community is male?
Basically, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any guys that I've seen play Sims on YouTube. I don't watch Sims YouTubers, to be honest with you. But there's a
You're gonna start?
Do I? No.
You're about to start though? No?
No.
Well, I don't know. You sounded like you really wanted to get into it then.
No. I mean, I could. My sister likes that game. I could play with her.
There it is. Then you can work your way into the Sims community.
Should I?
I'm just saying. That way,
you know what? It might be the move.
There you go. Vic can't. Vic can't rooster block you if it's online.
True. There's a guy that plays Sims, but he does it like once a week. But he doesn't have anything. That's one of the ladies that does Sims. If I just send it to you.
Oh, why would I care? I'm not getting into the Sims community.
No, I'm just saying if you want to, like, you know.
I'm good, Tex. I don't think Foxy will be very.
Just look at the picture.
I didn't get anything from you.
You got it from me. What? I sent to the wrong person.
You're sending porn to the wrong person. Where did you send it to me?
I sent it to you in Skype.
I didn't get shit.
All right, DM time. But back to the stuff. Like, so I need to play Anthem out there. But everybody said Anthem looked great. So that's gonna be kind of dope if Anthem actually plays well. And then I think they had Was Battlefield there?
It makes sense that Battlefield was there. Yeah.
I think Battlefield was there, but I didn't really go play anything. I went there for Madden and Madden only. So.
Yeah, I mean, EA had a few big games that they're announcing. I think the Battlefield took most of the thunder. Same with, I mean, Anthem's not out till next year, right? Early next year. But yeah, I think it is what it is. So, I don't know. It is what it is for Madden and EA. I got nothing else to really say out there. Hopefully, all right. I got your DM. Delagrassi at E3.
Hey!
What?
Why you out here saying names?
Oh, is that who you met? Is that who you get the number from?
No.
Oh, is this the reason you want to change or join the Sims community?
I need to, right? Yeah, it's just because like if more women like yeah, bro, easy in.
74,000 followers.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Why you look at her follower count? Look at her pictures. Why are you being weird about this?
Okay, I'm looking at her pictures. Did you shoot your shot, Tex?
No, I didn't shoot my shot.
Oh, She's from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
You didn't tell her to go put another shrimp on the Barbie?
I'm gonna end this call right now. I'm gonna. No, I'm doing that.
683,000 subscribers. I think maybe Sims is the thing to go for if you want subs.
Right? Sims is huge. I don't even know how. I know why, but I don't know how.
Wow. I mean, people love Sims. Anyways, let's get into the comments from last week. This podcast is running on. All right, so Carrie Gaines. I'm real hard on music. Kanye's last 3 albums was super trash, but there's 3 songs and they're actually hard. If not, you can tell me to suck my dick from the back. That's Texas' favorite way of selling people. All right, let's not talk about Kanye again. Keaton Ulrich says, if the only way to earn training points is through quick selling cards, they are completely alienating the grinders of MUT. It's a new currency specifically designed to push the sale of packs. What do you think about that, Dex?
We actually talked about that in the podcast. Well, you'll see.
Yeah.
He said that there's going to be ways you can get training points without just quick selling cards. Actually, was it Jake or was it Kralo? Okay, so I think I misspoke there. Not quick sell cards. They're gonna give grinders a way to get cards to quick sell as well. So maybe like some solo challenge where you can go ahead and get a card at quick sells for 1,000 team training points. Something like that's in the works. So they're not gonna alienate grinders.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, obviously, the more packs you buy, the more training points you can have. You quick sell shit, which is how it should be. But
yeah, I heard there was a power up. I heard there was a power up skip card too. Like you could skip a power up if it needs like a Le'Veon Bell. Mm-hmm. Is that just like the training points that you can use?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you can use just like you talked about earlier with the limited time stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Jalen Williams says, how about we boycott and have pros speak for us? EA and MUT sucked for 18 and probably will suck for 19. They basically turned to Madden into Pokemon with this power-up system. So he wants the pros to speak and mold MUT. What do you think about that, Tex?
The pros, professionals?
I think he means competitive players. Yeah.
No, F them dudes. They don't know, all they care about is winning money for themselves. They don't care about the whole game.
Yeah.
You gotta be people who like the game and are gonna stick around for the long haul. Competitive players, once a better game comes out, they can make more money off. We're gonna leave and go find something else to do. I understand they put more hours into the game, but they put more hours into the game trying to break it as opposed to trying to make it fun. You don't want that. You saw what they did last year. Competitive players won the thresholds, and the game was basically broken from September until not broken, but the game was the same until like mid-September until now.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, so nobody wants that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, their primary motivation, just like Kiv said on the stage for EA Play for Madden, is to make that money, and they're about using Madden to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to mold MUT around them making money is not exactly my idea of a good time. So hopefully they listen to people that want the best for the mode, and I guess only time will tell what happens going forward. All right, next question. Devon Barlow. I'm competitive and play Weekend League every week. I played 1,500 souls to get rewards and cards, so I won't spend a lot of money on. Okay, that wasn't a question. I didn't even read that one first. It looked short. It looked short enough. Yeah, it looked short enough for me to say it and remember how to speak the English language. All right, next one. Madden 19 power-ups are just like Madden Mobile, where we put in the training. Sad but true. Hopefully they get rid of the thresholds. So are they? Did you play Madden Mobile this year, Tex?
Nope, I did not.
So he said it's just like Madden Mobile with the training. I heard the thing is like all I hear from people online is how great Madden Mobile is with content. But maybe he didn't like the training. Let us know in the comments if you like Madden Mobile's training this year. Maybe that was a downside of their game, but their content was great. So if Madden console could be more like mobile for content, that'd be great. Love it.
Yeah, I would see. I want more creative stuff in Madden. Like I know, like so obviously the more content is like less things. Like more mistakes possibly will happen, but I just like the whole like creativeness of it, like college promos and CFL stuff. I like to see more different things instead of getting kind of the same old we've been getting for the longest time. And with different promos, it means we can get different types of players and different types of rewards, obviously.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I don't want more
hopefully.
content,
I think that's what we kind of all want is just more content. Wait, you don't want more content? Is that what you said?
Huh?
You want more content, right?
I'm iffy on it, right? So, like, I want more content, but I also don't want more content.
Whoa. Why? You literally run a YouTube channel that runs off content.
That's true, but at the same damn time, whenever they do more content, the game breaks. They make mistakes.
That's generally good for us, though.
No, not really. Not when they're dropping cards that are not really worth the upgrade. I think more content this should might actually be kind of better though, considering that again, not gameplay thresholds. I guess gameplay thresholds are since they're gonna be obviously maxed out 99, so you can drop 4 cards and they're gonna play a little bit better than that last previous card. So I guess more content would be kind of dope, but at the same time, I don't want to see any more mistakes that are just or just mess ups or just not paying attention. Like DeMarco Murray coming out, that's the same as his limited time that came out a month and a half ago that you forgot about.
The 95 over the 95, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well here's what I have to respond to this. I'm gonna work in Brian Cisneros' comment. Mm-hmm. He called you one take Tex, and I'm gonna say one take Tex, but 2 ways. You want it both ways, more and less. You can't be sending EA these mixed signals. You know how they have trouble enough determining what the community wants. You can't say I want it more, but I want it less. That way, you're sitting on the fence, Tex. You can't ask for more and less and always be right. I'm not gonna let you get away with that in this podcast.
Okay. But I can though. It's America. I can ask for both.
Damn it, you're right.
For both.
Damn it, you're right.
All right, Russia. Ain't communism. Want both.
We're at war, Tex. Pick a side. Pick a side, Tex. We're at war, as Stephen Colbert would say.
Right in the middle.
Bastard. All right, CMAD at me. The new competitive solos are for boardroom and investor calls to show growth in their esports strategy. That's why MCS went into the core game for 18. Andrew Wilson couldn't get the numbers out of his mouth fast enough in the last investor call. They count you, me, and anyone playing Weekend League as a competitive player. These numbers are a smokescreen for investors. That's why they're added for 19. That's actually a really good point, Tex. The solos and the competitive solos is to show their investors how much they're growing it. Yeah.
That's actually pretty genius. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, me neither, but
that's devious as hell.
Fucking nailed it. Yeah, I got no more comment to that. Yeah, good point. It's unfortunate that they're building their game around this when they can do much more innovative stuff, but fuck, that makes too much sense. All right.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, good shit. Way to see what do you call it? Way to stiff that out, Mr. Detective.
That's right. Sniffed it right out of him. All right, so Madden 19 power-ups this. Oh no, I read that one. Willie Lacey says, I agree. I got all 17 loyalty tokens, but I feel like they should have planned things better. To be honest, this one's making me rethink Madden 19. Yeah. I saw a couple other comments. Let me scroll down a little bit. Other comments that disagreed with me on the loyalty stuff. They said it was really easy to do, and the point wasn't about whether it was easy to do or not. It was about communicating. So Willie Lacey, thanks for agreeing with me. I think probably it was 2-1 against me and my take on loyalty badges and EA's lack of communication, but it's unfortunate. All right, it's very similar. It's funny. When I'm doing these Madden 19 videos, I get half the comments, and these aren't just all the comments, but the negative comments at me. Half of them say I'm an EA dick sucker, dick rider, and whatever, and then the other half say I'm just a hater. I just look for the negative in things, so I'm a piece of crap, that kind of stuff. So I feel like if I'm making people pissed off at me for hating and making people pissed off at me for loving it, I feel like I hit exactly in the middle. But YouTube comments, these guys just end up getting banned anyways. But they show I'm in the middle, but that's just how YouTube shows where you are with its passion. What do you think about that, Tex? Do you get those? Do you feel that same way when people call you a hater or a dick sucker?
I don't know. I feel like those people just want to just get a reaction out of you. I don't really feel it any type of way because I feel like you're just doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I used to react to people like that in comments, and then I get into big comment strings with them. So now, if anybody says anything like a swear word at me or insults me, it's like an insta ban. And it's funny. What's great about YouTube is that it ghosts them, so they can still write their message, just nobody else sees it. I don't see it. Yeah. It's the same thing on Twitter. I don't block people. I just mute them.
I blocked him so I could just get him mad at me. Like, oh, you blocked me? Yeah, I did. I did. You're welcome.
Two different strategies. True.
Yeah. But on YouTube it's dope because like people dudes be like, you suck at the game. Play me. Like, what are you like? What? Doesn't make any sense. If I suck, why do you want to play me?
I the same things happens to me in Twitch. Like people are like, hey, you suck. Yeah, but play me. And I'm like, you're not gonna bait me into a game. You're just gonna get timed out. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Like you being an asshole doesn't make me want to engage with you more. Like, if somebody comes up and says, hey, man, you want to play friendly or something? I'm like, yeah, sure, let me get after this game. Or if it's Weekend League, then I'll hit you up on Tuesday when we're not playing Weekend League. I don't know. So I much prefer a community that's polite and gets into debates without having to result to insults. So if anybody insults anybody else in my comment section, insta-ban.
I like that.
Yeah. If it's yeah, that's the rule. Same with Twitch. If you insult somebody in the Twitch stream, you're getting your ass timed out. All right, next question. Nebraska football fan forever. What if they had a promo at the end of the year or next year and it was a card art competition? Whoever had the best card art would get that card that they made. Tex, what do you think about that?
Card art competition?
Yeah.
Whoever makes the card. No. I mean, won't you? Like, I understand why. Nah, I'd rather y'all not do EA's job for them. Get paid for your content. Don't be out here doing a job where they'll use your content and then you don't get paid for it. Other than the card. So, no, I don't like that at all. Get your money, bro.
It's about engaging with the product. It's like Fortnite adding dances into their game. They're like, hey, everybody, find some dance, and then they put those dances in the game. It's just kind of a fun way of engaging with the audience to have them make their mark on the game. Same thing with golden tickets. Us telling them which stats to increase doesn't mean that we're doing the job for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a little different though, because like EA is gonna sell that card for profit, right? Like,
you don't think Fortnite's making money off people playing their game, getting those dances?
Well, those dances, they fly people out to do the dances. The thing about it, and the guy probably gets a check. Maybe I don't know if these guys make all those dances.
Do you think Orange Justice got a check?
If they flew him out there, I think he got a check.
Oh, did he? Okay, I don't know that. I don't know enough about Fortnite.
Did, but I think if they flew him out there, he got a bag to do that dance.
I don't know enough about it.
I don't even neither do I. But like, my whole thing is never do anything for free. So you're pulling a pack for golden tickets, obviously that's something different. But I'll never go do extra work designing a card to give it to somebody else to make money off of. Get your paper. That's why I can be a game changer. I was so mad at EA Play, bro. These dudes brought out the Migos to perform a concert, right?
Yeah.
I would much rather them use that money and go get like a B-list celebrity and then give that money to Game Changer as opposed to spending whatever Migos' appearance fees are. Let me go look up what the Migos cost for an appearance fee.
Probably a couple $100,000.
And I can't go to the Game Changers?
I don't know why it can't. I think it's just because EA maybe sees Game Changers as replaceable and fungible, and people just do it because they love the game.
I got you. All right, appearance fees for the Migos are $65K. Except for, I don't know if that's for one of the Migos or if that's for all three.
Or all the Amigos, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for all the Amigos. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So I was like, I just don't do something for free. Get your paper, bro. Get your money.
Yeah, like it's the same thing last year we said about the NBA Live Party and the NBA and them spending the money on the NBA YouTubers to play Madden, but I don't know. It's EA's marketing strategy. Like they did the same thing where like they cut back on commercials on television to do more through influencers and YouTubers, and they paid guys outside the Madden community, and the Madden guys are salty. But I'm like, well, they technically can't pay you or any other guy in the Madden community that promotes coins, so they kind of have to go outside the community. But for like Game Changers, you're right. It seems weird. They got so much money, but you think that goes to the wrong spots. Yeah, I
definitely think it goes to the wrong spots. So I'm looking at, I found out the website says 200K. So I guess there's 65K per Amigo.
I can see that.
So yeah, that's give that money to Game Changers.
Yeah,
give that money to guys. Not all that money, obviously, but like if you don't want people to promote coins, that money should be used for a program where they can make money and support their family. Nobody cares about the Migos, especially because like a lot of the Madden guys were inside recording, so there's just some of the people that are there at the event.
Yeah, it does seem like it's wrong because the main a draw of EA Play is the people are coming for the video games, not necessarily the music. Yeah, so it's weird that they'd do that, but whatever. It's their money. They can waste it how they want. Hey, so... Okay, I gotcha. All right, Nebraska football fan forever's got another question about card art and making it like the Topps card. I kind of like it. Make it like the Topps card going forward. The art, you can cut out artists that way and team up with another company.
Yeah,
but it'd be tough for like Team of the Week cards though.
Yeah, well, yeah, just content in general because Topps cards, I think they only they don't really update like that. They'll do like promos inside Topps, but I wouldn't mind if Topps were the ones that are kind of just like the branding on, so you can just get more money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if they do the all Topps cards as like the base set, that'd be kind of cool. And then they just do their own artwork for every set after that. That'd be my dream. All right, this next one, Ernest Casellas. I think I said that name wrong, probably. All right, the problem they ran into this year was blowing so much money on all these legends. Felt all the legends in the game were overrated and overkill, in my opinion. Maybe next year they can cut the budget on legends and focus on adding more current players in the game. More current players? They already have all the current players in the game, right? Or does he just mean like more content, like more Team of the Week type stuff, and less like Ultimate Legends? What do you think of that, Tex? Get rid of all the legends in the game and just do current players.
No. I do want a legend for every single team though. I think we're fine with the legendary promo. I think we all like the formula or where it's 2 a week until we get some more. It is, and then we get some occasionally for like big time promos that are like crazy cards you get. So I think we're all content with how it is right now. And your request is not going to happen, my dude, considering there's an all legends team there with backups. So.
Yeah, I kind of like the legends. I kind of like the history of the game.
Yeah.
But maybe they could balance current players and legends for like, I don't know, stats. Because it does seem like the best team overall right now is, before Golden Tickets, it was all Ultimate Legends. But they're like, so maybe they could balance them a little bit better between current players and the top end cards for legends and Ultimate Legends. But that's part of the game next year. All right. Deontay Williamson says, Human Centipede comparisons were my favorite part of the cast. Did I make a... Oh, god damn it. I'm in the same damn joke 2 weeks in a row, huh?
It's all good though.
I think I referenced. I think I said Madden is the Human Centipede end of the thing. Oh, god damn it!
They were the front, right?
Yeah, FIFA was the front. I made the same damn thing. I got to come up with new jokes, new material.
Hey man,
fuck.
We're watching the Centipede too, so you can make this, because then there's another joke in there somewhere. I think it's like 5 people.
Oh wow, an extra long centipede. That's more like a millipede then.
Yeah.
Hey, so JJ McGlock asks, question for the next episode. At the end of Madden 18, do we put our cards on the market at low prices for players not moving on to Madden 19? What's the typical move? The typical move is many things. You can either give it away to those people. You can hold it so that way you can do throwback, play sessions. Or you can just sell it for coins, even though we're not supposed to talk about that. You can just sell it for coins. Or sell it for cash. Right, Tex? What's your end of the season move?
So my season ends like 18 days. So I typically try to sell everything off and then just rip a bunch of packs on stream, give everything away. Or I will sell everything for the black market stuff and then put that in Madden 19 or put that in Madden next year.
Yeah. Usually I hold giveaways at the end of the year and then I just keep my team and I do like throwback sometimes on stream and play the last game. So I still have a really I think 16 I gave away most of my team. 15 I still got a bomb. Oh no, 15 I gave my team. 16 I got a bomb team. 17 I got a solid team, but I gave away too much of it to really make it like a bomb squad. So I've kept most of my stuff over the years. It's gonna suck when they shut down the servers though. I'll be like, oh, the hell do I do with this then? Saved it all these years for nothing now. All right, let's just go through a couple more. We'll do a couple more, then we'll wrap it up. You think there will be solos for a free golden ticket like last year, Tex?
I don't think so. I think we got the loyalty tokens and then we got the free one today. I don't think they're going to add any solos for the golden ticket. I think we'll probably see solos for maybe Rookie Premier, and that's pretty much the last solos we'll get this year.
Nah, we got like, what, 8 weeks left in the game?
I think we'll get boss battles. But I think that's the only solo we're gonna be seeing.
I think we'll get one more FAP weekend and then Blockbuster promo. All right, that's my guess. Carry gains. Another one about power-ups. We kind of went through a lot of power-ups today. I think they allow us to change team chemistry in every. All right, team chemistry. Yeah, we already know about that. Whenever they try to do anything that's different than the previous years, they get shitted on. Yeah, that's the Madden community just loves shitting on people. We see the smallest things, even when we're wrong. Like there's a classic example. I'm not gonna bring it up today about somebody being so wrong on something they had to take down the video, and then we all made fun of them for it. This community is very into shitting on EA. It gets you a lot of clout, as they say. All right, NYM's got a bunch of stuff. He talks about opening a coin selling website. You can make a lot of money off a coin selling website, can't you, Tex?
You definitely can. Yeah. If you are willing to put in the work, you can make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah. All right. His comments kind of go together here. Let me see. Power ups. We kind of did power ups in chemistry. Wrong here. Power ups. He's got another nice little long one about power ups there. EA Tiburon has nearly 800 employees at the Florida location. Oh, I didn't realize that. 800 employees? They don't all work on Madden MUT? Oh, okay. Yeah, so.
That's a lot of people. Jeez.
Yeah. They need to put 800 people on Madden and MUT, in my opinion.
That'd be ridiculous.
NYM says, wouldn't it be good if MUT had its own practice mode? I completely agree. I wonder what this game would look like if the Kickstarter was able to raise $100 million. There was a football game that raised $20 million on Kickstarter. We'll see what that one ends up looking like in 2 years or so. I think they're planning for a 2020 launch. I forgot the name of it, but you can probably Google it. College football 2020.
And the Gridiron game?
Yeah, it's the Gridiron one, yeah.
See, that game is weird because they hit a lot of people trying to promote that game. I'm not a fan of a game company paying people to promote the game asking for money.
Yeah, I think I've given my thoughts on Gridiron, haven't I, before? Or not? Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to be competitive for Madden. Like, I appreciate them trying, and I appreciate them trying to sell stock, right? It does feel like they're cashing out, but I don't know. I guess trying is cool, and I'm not going to bash them for that. I was thinking about bashing them. I had that opinion for a while. But then it kind of changed. Anything that can give EA competition is okay in my book. But NYM then said, let's be real here, though. Why innovate when revenue is up? Revenue is down for FIFA, but overall when it comes to for Ultimate Team modes. All right, Texas, let's just go off that sentence. Why should MUT innovate if their revenue is going up every year?
That's a good point. Like, why change something if you're going to keep making money off it no matter what you do? I mean, you innovate because you kind of want to keep bringing new people in, obviously. That's kind of how innovation works. You don't want to just keep the same mode because people will get tired of that eventually. So if you keep adding new materials, new products to shelves, and people will continue flocking. If McDonald's could just sell burgers all their life, they wouldn't have the chicken sandwich or the fish fillet. They got to keep adding stuff to the menu to get people to come in. So
100%.
You don't have to, but to get more people in, that's how it works.
Yeah. If you don't innovate, you become Blockbuster or Kodak. Didn't Kodak die off because they lost they stuck to film? Something like that? I don't know. Anyways, you innovate, you become the Apple, you innovate more and more. You don't just stick with what you have. You don't just become MySpace. You keep trying to become better and better, grasp more of the market. So yes, you have to innovate. And in saying let's not innovate, it ends up dooming your business over the long term anyways. Wow, NYM's got a lot of comments. I think that's it. I think we've got enough of NYM's comments this week. NYM, man, Jesus Christ. There's like 20 of them. Nice points, but I kind of feel like wrapping up the podcast.
All right, I'm right there with you.
All right. Good job. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any other ones. Yeah. Team training stuff. All right, let's get it. Let's end it up. All right, so Texas, everybody check them out. I got his links in the description. 5 stars on iTunes, all that jazz. Call to action for that. Anything else, Texas, before we go?
Nope, no more. I'm gonna go get a Z-Pack, and I'm gonna go take a nap. All
right. Hey, sleep well and recover, and I want to see that Madden content come back at least for the next 18 days before you give up on 18 for good. Are you gonna have like a goodbye party?
I might just have we're done with Madden. I don't know. My birthday's in July, so I might not have a goodbye party.
You should do like a run it over with your car party like your boy Savage did last year.
my Xbox or my PS4. We're done next year.
Oh, that's right. You get a digital.
It's digital copy. Yeah.
All right.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah. All right,
Mr. Fox.
Yeah. Peace out. That was Muttmen 116. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the end. Love you guys. Texas, love you too. Peace out, dude. Have a good week.
Goodbye.